because I can't.
Hey, good evening, one and all. It's Tuesday night. It's time for another Homestead Update and weekly happenings. Before we get started, let's see who's in the chat. We got Starla. Starla beat the Terminator in. We got Jane. Tambra's here. Let's see, Beth Emily, pleased to see you. Glad you're here. Did I see Scanes? Scanes is here. Let's see. There's the Terminator. She finally made it in. Gregory Kissel, my man. Len, what's up, brother? Can Squatch, how's it going? You ready for the inclement weather tonight? And then Grateful Hearts Ranch. Hope everybody had a good week. It's been mixed around here, going to be honest with you. We got some stuff done. I got some stuff done. Let's start with the bad. We had a freezer die on us this week.
It's not bad. We didn't lose anything.
No, we didn't lose anything, but it's bad in the fact that
we lost a 29-year-old commercial freezer.
Yeah, we lost a commercial freezer that we've owned for 29 years. That thing was a champ. Seriously. It finally, hey, Virginia, it finally crapped out on us this week. But we spent 2.5 hours. Well, I spent 2 hours moving stuff around, and then together we spent another hour.
I saw that, Ken. Same here. Yeah, did you see that? 8-hour blizzard and then 50 degrees all week. Mother Nature, I tell you.
I don't know about how it is where you are, but it's been raining all day, and we've got water standing on the entire property.
It's supposed to only be a 1/4 inch, though. That looks like more than a 1/4 inch to me.
I've got 2 rain barrels that are completely full with 325 gallons of water. Got another one that I need to put back together because it's not holding water like it's supposed to. But we're just getting ready for it. They're talking high winds and
60 miles an hour here. I see Starless saying 70, 80 there. So we'll see what happens.
Christmas says that old freezer lasted forever. Yeah, it sure
did. I wish I could find another one.
How many times did we move?
Well, Grandview to Pleasant Hill,
and
then Pleasant Hill to Pleasant Hill, and then Pleasant Hill to Kansas.
And
4 times.
And then from Kansas to here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that was one move. We didn't take it off the truck till we got here, though, remember? So one move. So was that 4 or 5?
That thing has been around the block.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but you know what? We got our money's worth out of it, and we were able to save everything. Dogs are eating whole chickens right now, or cutting them up so that they can. And
those didn't go bad, and they didn't go wrong, and I could have done something with them. But those were the ones that we tested over the butchering class this summer, and I didn't care for them. Remember, I was telling y'all that there was something wonky with the chickens that we ordered, and those chickens. Those chickens became dog food.
Yep.
And so
Starla says they're reporting
down
warnings
down Louisiana. So that's going to happen.
Hogs, how you doing?
That's this stretch. And so Arkansas, Louisiana, I think clear over Tennessee. You're going to see a lot of that through there. So yeah, we need to really be watching and praying for everybody, make sure everybody's okay. So
Gregory says it rained It rained last night and then snow most of the day. High winds of 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Maybe all the snow stay up there then.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could use not going to work tomorrow. Seriously. Yeah, Mississippi.
It doesn't matter. Louisiana, all of it, all the South is seeing this weather. Yeah, it's just gonna be a mess. But it's par for the course. And I thought it was strange as soon as I was looking at when seeds should be planted, and I started planting, and I'm like, seems weird that I'm planting so early. And then I see a confirmation from KU Ag that yes, we should be planting this early. And oops, I'm late. And then all of a sudden, we're still what we're supposed to be in winter, and they're calling for severe weather. And so I'm like, all right, it's gonna be one of those years. Just is what it is.
It's so weird around here, guys. I remember planting a couple of times on St. Patty's Day and losing plants to snowstorms. That's just the nature out here. That's when if you take PVC or not PVC, PEX and clothespins and plastic sheeting, you can make a pretty decent tunnel for keeping your plants alive whenever that happens. And I know this because I had to fabricate a bunch several times because of the weather. Now, on the upside is we started planting some stuff in the greenhouse. We've got some lettuce and some spinach coming up. There's some horseradish in there that's starting to green up, and there's some comfrey in there that's starting to come up. So the greenhouse is working like it's supposed to. This summer, I'm going to have to take a panel off and readjust it and make it better, but it's working good. What are you doing?
Talking to Lise. Talking to Lou.
Yeah.
We're talking cattle.
You should be talking to them.
I know. Give me a minute, guys. We're talking cattle. I'm trying to get something taken care of here.
And then the other big news this week is we finally got a truck. Darren and I drove up to Nebraska Saturday and bought a truck. Mechanically, it's a much better truck than the one we had. Cosmetically, yeah, it's a farm truck and it looks like a farm truck, but it's got a $1,500 bumper on it, but brush guard, cattle guard type of thing. And drove it today. Had to go get it licensed and everything. We found a problem with it after we got down here. There's some dry rot on the power steering line, so we got to replace that. And then once that's done, I'm going to have Darren look at it and see what else we need to do, and we're going to get that stuff replaced eventually. It's a good truck, same exact model as we had before. It's two-tone. It's I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a good looking.
It's
truck.
A farm truck.
It's a
total farm truck.
But it looks cool.
It looks like to a guy. It's a farm truck.
The kid that we bought it from up in Archer, Nebraska, drove all the way up there. He got it and it had a aluminum flatbed on it. So he's really interesting. He's like in his early 20s and he's buying Chevy Silverados and parting them out. So he had a bed and a hood. So he replaced the hood and the bed, but it's different colors. The main body is gold and the bed and the hood are like a gray color.
Yeah, darker gray.
Dark, so it's a two-tone. And I think
it's not terrible.
I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna buy a cheap orbital buffer and some compound from
I thought Hacks had all that under control.
And I'm gonna buff it out before we paint
and
we do that. I'm just gonna buff it out. It's gonna look better. Hey Glenn, what's up?
Hey Glenn. Hopefully you guys got a crap ton of orders. You guys, was it last week? That was last week, right?
Last week.
You guys were our sponsors for our show. Hopefully you got a crap ton of orders. But because you didn't send them to a .com, right? They don't have a .com. They have to go to the Facebook page.
No, I sent them to the store.
Oh, there's a store now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, good on you guys. G had it going on. So hopefully you guys got a bunch.
Yeah, Gregory is about a 4-hour drive for us. So we drove up.
Both there and back, right? Oh, I thought you said it was going to be, it's 5 from here.
I'll tell you what, I-80, I thought I-70 was bad. I-80 we were doing 80, 85 miles an hour across Nebraska, and people were passing us like we were standing still. And I'm not talking like sports cars. I'm talking like farm trucks and semis and everything. It was insane.
What is Tamper upset about? She's cussing at something. I missed something. She must be trying to say something.
She said Tyler instead of Tiger.
Oh, gotcha.
The best The best truck.
Is thumbs up.
Don't have to worry about using it. Absolutely.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
True. And there was nothing more devastating than when my truck became a farm truck. That was devastating. It was like within a year I wanted to cry, and I'm like, nah, I don't even care. I even quit apologizing that it was a farm truck.
Well, and you started treating it like a farm truck.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, did I have a choice? I'm not gonna have a choice on this one either.
Let's see here. Carrie is all of that. I'm doing my electrical work.
Cool.
Oh, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah,
Carrie's doing her own thing.
Well, hopefully Carrie got him. Hopefully the crew took care of her.
Yeah.
But nobody sent any emails for recipes. I told them that if they got anything from Thunder Hill Farm, that I would send a recipe custom to what they got. And nobody's told me what they got. Well, I don't know where they're driving in Los Angeles, California, like indie drivers. Maybe on the back roads. They're not doing that on 5. Can't barely move on 5.
I don't know. There's places between San Diego and Los Angeles that are bad.
I guess that's true. Like Oceanside area and that kind of thing. But I don't know. But
so we got the truck registered and it's ready to go. We just need to do the.
Oh, I thought you said it was totally legal.
It is legal.
Oh, okay.
Registered. It's got temp tags on it.
Oh, that's what registered means.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. But we're still driving dirty, right? Because the insurance guy hasn't got us our stuff.
No, we're covered in insurance.
He got everything?
Got it yesterday.
He emailed it to you. Yeah. You didn't tell me he emailed it to you yet.
Yeah, he emailed the binder copy to us.
Okay. And it's in the truck?
Yep, it's in the truck.
So no dirty business going on.
But it ran good today. So it's got a different back end on it than the old one had, and it rides much stiffer. I think getting new tires on it will make a difference.
I think what you're feeling is the difference in the lift. This truck is lifted higher than what I had.
Are you positive?
Positive. And so, which means this mama can't use the truck until there are step rails on there.
Ordered them last night.
Oh, thank God.
I ordered them. Yeah, she got in the truck to sit in the front, the driver's seat, and she reached up and
that was a mistake. I got laid up and was taking all kinds of pain medicine.
Well, she reached up and grabbed the steering wheel and used it as a handle to crawl up.
Because that's usually what I did with the other one, but this was a lot more lift. Yeah.
But we'll get it taken care of. Yeah, Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger. You remember Red and Dirty? Yeah, I was Red and Dirty. So was G. G was driving those. So, yeah, Red and Dirty. We didn't even know it.
But okay, what else went on around here this week?
So I got some planting in, got sweet potato slips started. And I have some
do you guys want to see them?
Oh, no, they don't look pretty. Wait until it's nice and green and all the greenery.
Yeah, Gregory, it's diesel. It's the same exact model as we had before.
Yep, it's diesel, same thing. Same truck, different color, lifted a little bit higher.
LZ.
Lower, ton less mileage.
Yeah, ton less
by 200,000 miles. And so
parts aren't falling off the door.
True that.
The gas gauge works.
Is the gas cap still attached to the tank?
No.
Oh, it's not?
I need to get a replay. I need to get
crap, man. I thought I would have it golden. No, Tiger, no, not yet. Wait until they're nice and green and pretty. Right now there's like little tiny thingies coming up and that kind of thing, and you can hardly see them. Like they got to be pointed out. If the camera was better, maybe. But not right now. We'll wait. Maybe G can do like a different video or something on it. Got some herbs planted and got those going. And interesting fact, had some soggy potatoes that I ended up having to pull out and I had to throw away. So not a problem. We'll be running to the city and I'll grab some more to replace them. But not impressed with that. And I've never had that happen before. So kind of wondering where they came from. Hear that rain? It started raining harder.
Did it start raining?
Yeah.
Where this? Was it?
I can get that way when the sparing do right, the wind at bad, etc. All of a sudden, Tamara is like from the hood. I don't know. We'll have to get that. You just said some USPS now. I don't know. Poor Tambra. Tambra quit speaking into the phone.
Starting for a big garden. No,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a big garden.
Yeah.
I am cutting
It
it
needs
back.
to be, because only a quarter of it's going to succeed.
I am going to cut it back
to
plants that we can grow and we can take care of. We in the past couple
look,
years.
now Tamara's talking like SpongeBob SquarePants.
She's pissed.
She's pissed. So is SpongeBob, apparently.
Siri's doing it on purpose, Tambra.
That's funny.
Let's see. Thought the Admiral loved the coin.
Thought the Admiral loved the rain and the wind.
Oh, the rain and the wind.
Aye, Captain.
Dude, this morning the wind was blowing so hard. So here's the deal. We live down in a little valley, and when the wind's blowing up on the top side, it comes across the valley through the tops of the cottonwood trees. We've got these 150-foot cotton trees out south of us on the backside of the property. And when it goes through there, it sounds like a freight train running through the trees.
The wind will be blowing and you have to look down the road. Is it a car? Is it the wind? What is it?
And so I opened the door to let the dogs out at 5 so they could go to the restroom. And it was so loud that they took all three of them took 3 steps out onto the deck and then turned around and came back inside because they didn't want to be outside. I finally had to kick them out so they could do their things.
Starla says that her and Tambra found out why the USPS lost $9.2 million. They suck. I think that's supposed to be 2 different statements there. They sent Starla some plants some days ago. Huh, interesting. Yeah, USPS has not been on their best behavior lately. And $9.2 million. Why they lost it? I'd be curious to see where they lost it at. If they declined, but there's a lot of government losing money right now.
Now they're in California. If you guys don't know, if you don't know why that's funny, it's
okay. That happens. So when I have shipments that I have to get out to the East Coast for some ungodly reason, they always ship to California before they ship to the East Coast. I don't know why that is. Houston to Avondale to what? I can't read it now. Arizona, then City of Industries, California. Now headed back here. Oh God.
Hey, you know what? Don't question the government. Don't you know that's un-American to question the government now?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the planes they end up on, seriously. So I think it's just wherever the plane is going. Lost in Omaha for 3 days. Gregory, that's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, we're all going to start seeing that again. Anybody that ships, this is why I love pirateship.com. And we're not affiliates or anything, but pirateship.com can save you up to 80% off of your shipment. All you have to do is package it and then weigh it and put in the measurements and all that, and it'll give you a discount and show you who's cheaper, USPS or UPS. And 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it's going to be UPS is cheaper than USPS.
Tamara's in a mood tonight.
Well, she keeps trying to type and it's not working out. It frustrates me too.
Oh, you know what we forgot to tell people at the beginning?
What's that?
We're going to try to keep this to an hour long, so we're done at 8.
That's if you decide you're going to watch it or not. Otherwise, I'm just going to get up and walk away. Not that I don't love you all, but
Trump you're going to go watch it?
Yeah.
They want to go watch it.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we'll all go watch it.
There's Kiri.
Kiri! I hope your store was so busy this last week. Yay! Can't wait to see you either. Yep. And I won't have this monstrosity on either. Hopefully. I'll know in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, this could be gone. I'm so excited. The nurse called and I was like, yeah. I'm like, so question was never really answered. And I'd like to know when my neck brace could come off. And she said, oh, well, we'll talk about that at your follow-up. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm like, my follow-up. And she's like, yep. Then I'm like, but it's choking me. And she's like, nope, you gotta keep it on. So it's on.
Terminator's been cutting wood all day long. Hey.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to finish what I did. I did a lot this week.
Well, I want to tell Terminator something.
Tell her real quick.
Terminator, you know, just because there's tariffs and you're 25% more expensive, that doesn't mean that we don't love you any less. Okay.
Yeah.
Just know that you're
Carrie's a liar. So, yeah, but thanks, girl. And so anyway, like my hat, like you all didn't even tell me. So I had my hat on, like my hair, you know, I don't know. My face is not straight. I had my hat on, and like I hadn't noticed. I've been walking around with my hat on for 2 weeks. And because the collar, the top of it is right here. So when I wear my hat was like up here. Y'all didn't even say nothing. And I go back and the video was on, and I happen to look and I look at the picture and I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell is that? And I hit play and I'm looking at it. Holy hell, you all are evil. You didn't even tell me. But anyway, so yeah, this is a hat one way.
Neck mobility do you have?
Well, I can do this, but it's still turning my body. So a little bit, you're limited with it. I don't think I could do side by side because when I go this way, when I get to about here, I can feel the burn in where they put the where they did the fusion, where the plate is. So I don't like messing with it too much because I don't want to screw up trying to be able to get out of it in 2 weeks because somebody has some interviews coming up. And so, well, that's not what I did. Well, it is kind of what I did this week. Oh, but important. I got underneath my sink cleaned out and organized. I got 2 cabinets cleaned out and organized. Like I'm on a roll. I got the living room and hallway steam clean, washed, and all of that sterilized. Don't know why, because now it's raining and snowing. But I did, so I guess it's good. And so got all that stuff done, and those are huge accomplishments, you know, considering I'm limited. Got some other things organized, that kind of thing. Did that. Let's see. You guys knew about the specialty breads. I did all those. Got all that stuff delivered.
You got a lot of I still got people complimenting the breads from work.
Good. And so got all of that. And that was done with who? With Thunderhill Farms.
Yep.
Natural ingredients, well, as natural as they can be, responsibly sourced, chocolate fluff. And the other bread was done with the bacon jam. And those were good. And so anyway, got that stuff done. And then I put in a resume to a few jobs, got on ZipRecruiter, kind of saw what was out there, applied to some, went, what the hell, let's see what's going on, and got some pretty good leads from that. And then was actually surprised. Not gonna lie, I don't like how it's changed as far as getting resumes out and doing all that. I'm used to old school, going to where you're going to be working, picking up the application, or if it's a higher class business corporation, something like that, submitting your resume with a cover letter, doing all of that. That is not the way it works anymore. And so now everything is AI and it's all done online. However, I am pressed on AI, so that must mean I don't have a lot of garbage out there in the universe saying that I'm a bad person. So, look at that, more jam. New lower sugar jam made. Peach berry almond. That sounds good.
Tiger says you seem to be better off tonight.
Yeah, I am. Kind of figured out what was going on too. So really strange. I've been taking the Oxy, and even though I've been lowering the dose and trying to take, a little, I didn't really realize how much it was affecting me. So I had a really tough weekend. So I didn't take over the dosage, right? It was still lower than what I was allowed to take it. Right, because you gave it to me. And so, one dose, had a really hard time. It was because I had done too much trying to get out of that, into that truck and that kind of thing. I did too much Saturday. And so I was medicating and doing all of that stuff. I was sore, did okay Saturday night, just couldn't sleep worth a damn, still medicating. G got up for church. I was up in a lot of pain. Finally asked G, hey, can you go get me the Oxy? Didn't want to take another one, but I can. So gonna need to. So he handed it to me. I was just a damn bee. I was a bear and a half. And Didn't think anything of it, but mood swing galore and just nastiness and meanness. And I didn't feel good and I was grumpy and I just want to tear everything apart. And if I had a gun, I would have blown everything up. Right. And so it was really strange to me. And then yesterday morning, I woke up with a hangover, and because I didn't have to medicate Sunday through the day, through the night, I'm going to say, I think I quit medicating halfway through the day because I slept most of the day and then most of the night. And then yesterday I woke up with a hangover. Like I had drank all weekend and just didn't stop. And all of a sudden had to sober up, that nagging headache, that pounding, didn't like that. So we're done. We're done.
No more oxycodone?
No, I can tolerate the pain over that. I'm not going to do it. Because I really think had I been in the right mind and I behaved that way, we'd probably be on the market for a divorce right now. It was pretty bad. But if you ask who was asking for the divorce, it was probably me. Like that's how freaking weird it was. And he really didn't do anything wrong. So, but that's how weird it was.
Are you apologizing?
So, no, I'm not. And so, but yeah, so really weird stuff. So yeah, no, that's something to not be messing with. Or what'd she say? I told you sometimes I hurt worse after taking pain meds. I think my body is just wants some more. You know what? I didn't hurt worse. It just felt like I had a hangover. It was weird. Really weird. Really, really weird. Oh, look, Skane said you were so close to getting an apology.
It's never going to happen. She told our daughter she was going to apologize for something she did. She did while my daughter was here to me.
What are you talking about?
Alexi said you told her you were going to apologize for something you did, but you never did.
I don't remember.
Let's see.
Was I strung out on drugs?
I don't know.
I was probably strung out on drugs. That's what I'm calling it, strung out on drugs, because that is like what it was.
Admitting you have a problem is the first step to recovery.
Oh, good. Yes, I have a problem with medications. Yeah, I definitely do. Sailor Jerry's tonight at Tamersmith. Yeah.
There you go.
She was high. I don't know, but that's the weird thing. It wasn't a high like you would think it was. It wasn't like a high like feel good kind of thing.
Let me get this straight. This is not anything with her, but let me get this straight, Skanes. So if somebody impairs themselves, we're supposed to excuse their behavior.
If what?
If somebody impairs themselves, we're supposed to excuse their behavior.
No.
I
didn't impair myself either.
Skanes was making excuses for you. That's all I'm saying.
But I didn't impair myself. So
I'm not sure she should.
Now listen, you're going to give people something, and if this is the only clip they see, all you got going on is making me look like a drug user. So forget about me working. That means okay, good. Then you need to go get a second job and a third job. So
did you just cost me
all my jobs?
Did you want to tell them what jobs you
no.
Got it. Oh, okay. She didn't want to share those. I know it was part of her treatment.
I'm glad somebody loves me. Damn. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Just getting out into the workforce again, I think will be good for me. I do miss that, and I miss people, and festivals just aren't enough. They're really not. And as much as I love you guys here, I get you once a week, and I really am a social butterfly. So that's one of the things that make us work. I'm the social butterfly. I take care of the calendar, and I make him go wherever I go. And hasn't been that way lately. We've both been hermits and not really doing as much. So that's got to stop.
Because we've been snowed in.
Well, not just that. I mean, I would say in the last 2 years. So you haven't been wanting to go to festivals and that kind of thing. I mean, it's time. It's time I get back to work and we become normal again.
Hey, Sam.
Do we need to take the trellis down from in front of the window? Did you just hear that?
No. Was it?
Because now I don't have tomatoes on it no more.
No.
So there's no buffer. So you let me know, or we can.
Yeah, Sam, I'm not the butterfly. I really don't like people.
I think he knows that. So yeah, rabbit hates peopling too. Humans.
The weekends of the festivals, I'm usually peopled out by Friday night, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. So The fun thing is, I will be going through a makeover since I haven't had my hair done since the beginning of COVID, like literally the beginning of COVID. So it's time for Mama to get a cut and color by a professional. She's not looking forward to it. I also have to go get interview clothes. So it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. I have some clothes that, you know, if I was heavier, I could wear, but there's no way I can make these work. So I'm going to look like just something awful. And I've given a lot of clothes away too. So there's that, but none of those were going to fit me either. Those were all bigger than what I still have. So there's a cleaning of the closet that needs to come, a purge, as some would say, and time to purge out some work clothes on the farm and make a small space for some work clothes in the world in there. So G's not looking forward to it, but he does understand it needs to happen. So, but he also knows that I'm a good shopper and I love a good bargain. So I don't mind wearing last year's fashion. Is that what it is? So
Marshall's
no,
in the thrift store.
TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is better, but we are lucky in the fact when this comes off, I should be able to drive. And if I can drive, then I get to go to the Legends, and that is like the best outlet mall ever. There's some really great stores. Saks Fifth Avenue is gone, but that's all right. So there's some great other stores in there, and so I can pick up some stuff there.
Yeah, Gregory, I'm all about staying on the farm.
Yeah, Susie's the people and he's the hermit. That's kind of about the way it works, though. Except for in Tag and B's case, they're opposite of that. B's the hermit, Tag's the social butterfly. Yeah. So,
Sam says if you're driving, everybody needs to stay off the sidewalks.
Oh, come on. I'm not driving right now. But yeah. Should I put a sign? Haven't driven in months. First time driver. Be careful. I don't know. It's weird that I get along with other people better than I do with the people my own age. No, not necessarily. I think it depends. I think yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I think your soul has an age. And so it depends on how you grew up and what's going on. I have the same issue, though. Now that I'm older, I'm starting to find that it is a fluctuation of people that I get along with, all the way from youngers. I mean, when I'm talking, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, where we can work together and do all of that, all the way up to the older. So, yeah. If you ever listen, it's funny when I listen to myself talk to my dad and to Linda, I feel so geriatric by the time I get off the phone. And my dad, he's funny. He lets me know how geriatric we sound. And, because my dad, if you ask him, he's still 21. So, but yeah, nothing's setting him back. So everybody's going to watch Trump at 8:00. So we're going to give you guys, what do you want to do? A 10-minute snack time, drink time, bathroom time before it starts, or you're just going to cut it at 8?
We'll just cut it off at 8.
I might go turn the TV on and give us some leeway so we don't miss anything then, because they probably already have their TVs on, right? So we'll just do that.
So
and yeah.
So Starla asked about, had I heard about Zelensky? Yeah, I heard what he said. Zelensky changed his tune. Now he wants to make the mineral deal. And
he did that the next morning. But here's the deal, and this is what God love Trump, right? So finally, you have a president that's stepping up, and let this be a lesson to everybody out there in these third world, second world countries that think that the United States can be manipulated like that. Trump is standing up and he's giving them a lesson, and don't bite the hand that feeds you. And so, if you can't accommodate us, we don't want nothing to do with you. And you pull that crap, you're done.
So I got 30 minutes and I got some stuff I want to talk about. Some stuff that happened this week in the news that is important to me. And like I posted the thing in the community post. I'm talking about stuff that's important to me. All right. First off, so Representative Seth Moulton, I did not write down where this jackhole is from. But he was an officer in the Marine Corps, and he called Vice President Vance a pogue and a coward.
This guy's also a libtard. He is like, he's got a, I don't know if it's a YouTube channel, podcast, whatever it is. But that guy, he's a turd. He's really bad. And the only reason why his name has been coming up in the press lately is because he's pulling some BS stunts. And, you know, if you're going to look like an a-hole, conservatives usually like to hang out to dry.
Here's my thing about it. And Sam, you tell me if I'm off base here. Same with you, Glenn. You tell me if I'm off base here. Oh no, he didn't say anything. I want them.
He said something because Gregory or Glenn said, "I wish that was true."
Oh, we'll scroll back.
Well, I'm trying, but I'm doing. Dan, I don't know what you did.
It's not me.
No, it's me. I'm sure.
Let's see here.
Oh, it's way up there. We must not be. There it is.
People that are older are generally less retarded.
I wish that was true too, Sam. That's not true.
Okay, so here, you guys back me up on this. Tell me if I'm wrong on
you
this.
snort. That's funny.
Here's the problem with this Representative Mulkland. He's put his ideology.
Skins, I think you got some of your information backwards.
He has put his ideology above his Marine Corps brothers. And, you know, we have disagreements in the Marine Corps. There were dudes in the Marine Corps that I did not like. They didn't like me, which is cool. But at the end of the day, we watched out for each other. This guy, and he was an officer too, which makes it that much worse. I'm sure part of the problem with him is that the Vice President Vance was only a Lance Corporal, but this dude looks down on anybody that was not at his level and what he felt was befitting a Marine. You can tell it just by the way he behaves and what he said about Trump. And I'm a pogue. I admit it. I'm a person other than grunt. You know, Sam was a leg and I was a pogue, and that's just the way it was.
A lepo? You were a lepo together.
No, he was a leg.
A leg.
He humped around.
Leg.
He humped around toting shit that was way too heavy and screwing his knees up.
Okay.
And I was a pogue. I was pogue, person other than grunt.
A pogue. Gotcha. A pog.
So I just, people like that, you know, I've got this saying that everybody says former Marine, and I hate that. Okay, there's what's that? What are you laughing
at? Tiger, is this the dude with the pog? Yeah, Sam's the dude with the pog. Or the pog's the dude with the leg.
But you know, there's no such thing as a former Marine. You're either a Marine veteran or an active duty Marine or a reserve Marine. There's no former Marine unless you did like Murtha did and you throw your fellow Marines under the bus, which is exactly what that douche did. I really dislike people like him. Seriously. Okay, so that's my Marine Corps thing. Now I'm gonna talk about the Army and the Department of Defense. So did you guys hear that they brought back Fort Benning? They brought back Fort Bragg. They're bringing back Fort Hood, which is awesome. They're finally changing the names back to what they were, but actually they're not. What they're doing is they're finding people that they could name these posts or these forts after that have the same name as the original name, only they're different people. So the
Fort Lee too.
Roland Bragg was a corporal that won.
That's not the one I meant to highlight. That's the one I meant to highlight.
That won military honors. So on one level, I applaud them for getting rid of the wokeness. On another level, they're completely crapping on American history. And here's anybody that doesn't understand why the Army named these forts after Confederate generals. This is them naming these posts after these generals. You know, all these generals fought with honor for the Confederacy.
Do you see this? Can I interrupt for just a minute and then we'll go back to it? So Skanes was talking about that a deal had already been signed back in February between the UK and Z for the mineral rights. Then she says, but like I said, I haven't had time to research it. and it was something that she had just saw before she got on here. Then Surla says, at Skeins, it's on British government website. Here's what I'm going to say. Anything that you find on British government website at this point right now, and you UK members that are in the United States, this is not towards you, that are doing everything that you can to become part of the United States. We have family that has done so legally, that we are very proud of, and friends. And so this is what I'm going to say. Don't believe anything that you see coming out in British media website right now. They're worse, just as bad. They've got an agenda as well as the United States media. So those two are in cahoots, and I wouldn't trust anything they're saying. Make sure your sources are legit.
Okay, done?
That's it.
Okay, getting back to my rant. So the reason why they named them after these Confederate generals is because they served with honor, and it was part of the reconstruction, the reconciliation of the country. And the fact that they changed them to begin with shows that the left has absolutely zero care about the history of the country and reconciling with people that disagree with them.
Well, and really they were weren't they abiding to and comforting the BLM and all of the Marxists when they did that, right? I mean, they were being racist.
Those are the people in the government. The people in the government that force these name changes are those people.
Yeah, they were being racist.
And guys, you got to remember this. These people are still in the government.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's going to take years, if not decades, to clear these people out.
Yep.
So it's just a slap in the face as far as I'm concerned. If they really wanted to show that they mean business, they would change them back to the original name.
Right.
All right. The next one. Found an article today that talked about how Brussels, which is where the EU is headquartered, right? Brussels is attacking pro-Trump, pro-freedom politicians and leaders in the European Union. All right. They nullified the Romanian election. The guy that won it was not the favored EU candidate, so they did that. They are the ADF in Germany, which is a pro-German anti-immigrant. They want to get back to Germany for Germans, which Germany's history aside, I agree with it. I agree with it. I think that they probably learned their lesson with the 1930s and 40s, and it won't happen again. But they're cutting them out. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of Britain, sat in the Oval Office and lectured J.D. Vance about free speech in Britain. All right. You think it's bad here, guys? They're going to people's doors and arresting them for posts on social media.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting people in prison. If you make an anti-Islamic comment, you're getting thrown in prison. If you take a British flag as a counter protest to all the Free Palestine and the pro-Islamic protest, you're getting thrown in jail. And it goes on and on and on. And these are our allies. These are the people that they want us to protect and work with. There's a MP in Canada just yesterday made a comment that British nukes will protect Canada from America.
Oh my God.
And anybody that takes President Trump seriously about Canada becoming the 51st state does not understand the art of the deal.
Right.
Does not understand the art of the deal. And it's mind-boggling that we are still being told that we need to back these people. And I'm a Cold War warrior.
Back the very people that will just as soon shoot you.
I grew up, came of age in the Cold War, and I planned for killing Russians. That was going to be my job if the time came. And
she's the what in the era of Trump?
It just boggles my mind. Y'all heard what the prime minister or whatever she is for Italy said, right?
Oh, the Euro Trump.
She's the Euro Trump. She and Poland aren't going to deal with going along with the globalist crap. Yeah, I saw that. There are countries, the the countries that are the staunchest supporters of America are the ones that were former Warsaw Pact countries, because they know what it was like to live under communism.
Starla asked at Grumpy Acres, do you think we should leave NATO? I have an opinion on that. Do you?
Yes.
And we can disagree on this.
No,
your answer is yes?
I think after everything that's transpired over the last couple of months, yes.
Yeah.
I think we could.
So that's my answer too, is yes. And so, so they want to become Marxists. They want to become communists. They want to support that crap. We're out. Let's get out of there. That's not what we stand for. Our history has never stood for that. Our country doesn't stand for that. Time to get out.
Now, with that said, if we're going to leave NATO, we need to still keep our in fact, the relationships with the Eastern European countries is more important to us now than our relationship with Britain. The Starmer, the British Prime Minister, told Zelensky after they had their little blow up on Friday. And I'll say this: I think Zelensky is a evil person, and the Democrats, the Democrats that met with him before the meeting with Trump goaded him into behaving the way he did. And Starmer knew that they had the mineral deal already signed before the one that Trump brought up. And I personally think it was a setup, and Zelensky was a stooge. I found a picture.
It isn't funny. He's not only a stooge, but the way that he behaved in the White House and what he did and what he brought to the table. I'm so glad that Trump and JD Vance, let me not be disrespectful, the president and vice president. I'm really glad that they called him on the table for what he did and what he came in there like. It was blatantly obvious when they let him spew his propaganda and his trash. He unveiled extremely quickly to hell with the United States, and he was pro-war. Okay. And he very much put that out there.
I'm going to share this photo with you. And I saw it. The reason why I'm sharing it is because I saw it, and now you have to see it. And I apologize in advance.
Something that cannot be unseen.
Yes, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay. But here's the deal. Here's the thing about this photo. This is a photo of the man that the Global Homo conglomeration sent to the Oval Office.
Say that again.
The Global Homo conglomeration.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
No, I can't. This is the guy they sent to the Oval Office.
Get out.
Yeah, the dude with the black wig on, that is the person that Chuck Schumer called the leader of the free world.
Oh.
And this is the person that they are promoting. And this isn't even the worst of the stuff that he's got. It's
wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure that hasn't been photoshopped?
No,
anything like that?
That's a legitimate picture.
Wow. Do you know where it came from?
I don't remember. But that's who we're dealing with. Yeah, Joseph G. Right. That.
Right.
There it is. So this is what we're dealing with. And I empathize with the Ukrainian people. They are stuck between a rock and the hard place. But the fact is that Trump and President Trump and Vice President Vance are right. Ukraine has to accept some realities. Number one, they're never going to get the land that they've lost back. They won't get it back. The only possible way they get it back is with direct intervention by United States troops, which it's not going to happen. At least not for the next 4 years.
Right.
Right. And then I know they want the war to end. And sometimes, I mean, who in chat has ever had to take a deal or do something they didn't want to do because they had no power to do anything about it?
When was that picture posted? Did I read that right? New York, 1999?
Yeah, he was over here in 99.
So New York, 1999, that's very interesting to me because that is also the same time. This is interesting. Ooh, I'd really like to put this together. We're going to have to go back to Epstein Island's, the roster of everybody that flew over there. There's some names that are missing, and I'm wondering if he isn't one of them. I would be very, very interested.
He was a nobody. He was a nobody back then. He was a nobody.
He couldn't have been a nobody. He was sucking somebody.
He was a nobody. He was a nobody.
Pardon that, ladies and gentlemen, and I apologize for that, but let's call it what it is. He was on his knees for somebody. Let's figure out who it was, because he had to get there somewhere.
You know, as an American, as an American, I have empathy for him, but in all honesty, it's not my concern. I've got other concerns. I've got concerns closer to home, and I'm going to say this. And if you're one of these people that I'm talking about, then good. You need to hear this. If you're one of those people that puts the well-being of Ukraine above the well-being of the United States, then you're not my countryman. All right. You belong to that other America that I talk about, the one that doesn't believe in the Constitution, the one that doesn't believe that Americans should be put first in all policy. What's he say?
When a subordinate, you don't get to do what you want all the time, no matter who you are.
That's right. That's right. You know, so and let's face it, if you go back and you look, you know, Ukraine was known as one of the most corrupt countries in Europe. It was known for money laundering. It had covert biolabs funded by the United States government. Just any number of stuff. And it wasn't the best place in Europe, all right? And the fact that we've got Americans that you know, they stand up in front of the Oscars and say Slava Ukraini, and they have no idea what they're saying. It's just the latest.
That happened Sunday night.
Yeah, Daryl Hannah did it. You know, it boggles my mind. And what boggles my mind even more is if you're a Trump supporter and you're like that, you're the very people that you elected Trump to fight against are the ones promoting that war and wanting us to get into World War III, and you're buying it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
And you really need to reevaluate where you're sitting on the most important issues.
Right.
Because if I mean, normally, you know, two things can be true at once. Putin is an evil person. Ukraine is the aggrieved party here. Those are realities. But I don't know. You know what? I'm going to get way deeper than I meant to.
Okay. Well, let me touch on this real quick. Gregory says our financial troubles here at home needs to come first to be fixed. And yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I was just telling G about something south of back home in Bates County, Missouri. And Bates County, Missouri is in deep doo-doo right now. And they took some federal money and forgot to say where it was designated and what happened. And then I started to look up everybody else that had to scramble around. Jackson County, Missouri also had to scramble. And so Frank White was at the height of that. He was in the article. And but congratulations to them. They were able to figure out on the deadline. As of right now, Bates County has until March 15th to become what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a C.
Conservatorship?
No, anyway, to be right with everything and tell them where everything went, to be reconciled with their records, all of that stuff. 2022, 2023 is closed. As I understand it, it's 2024 that's there. If it's not done by March 15th, the Missouri Treasury says that over $3 million needs to be returned to the citizens of Bates County. And I agree. It needs to be done.
Starla, good for your daughter. Here's my comment on that. If that land is within 100 miles of any large population center in Colorado, I would not buy it. Colorado is becoming more and more left wing, and the government is becoming more and more like one of the East Coast blue governments.
I'm going to say it's probably not. It says for bug allocation.
No, yeah, but You get 16
Or are
acres.
you talking like if it's Estes Park or
If
something
you get
like
16
that?
acres close to Denver or Colorado Springs.
Well,
or,
I'm guessing for 6 acres for $5,000. I'm guessing that's out in the middle of nowhere and probably southern Colorado.
I'm just saying.
I don't think that that's anywhere near Denver.
I'm just saying. I would stay away from it.
I'm almost gonna bet that's nowhere near Denver.
Yeah, I agree with Joseph G. Missouri's still one of the best. Southern Missouri is one of the best places.
Still have to be careful not
buy.
to get too close to the city. There are libtards everywhere in Missouri. You can't be too close to St. Louis. You can't be too close to Springfield. You can't be too close. You know what I'm saying? No, can't be too close to Kansas City. It's there. So, God,
yeah, we go through Walsenburg every time we go up to see relatives.
Yeah, Rabbit. That's what I'm saying. You're probably closer to New Mexico. That's what I'm saying. Which isn't bad land, but it's a lot of clay.
It's still liberal. There's still a lot of liberalism down there.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal opinion. All right. You know, you have to deal with the proposed gun laws and the water laws and everything.
Yeah, water rights is a pain in the butt in Colorado. Oh my God, I cannot believe what they deal with out there. KC St. Screw, yeah, St. Screw. I forgot about that. And yeah, Springfield, stay away. Got to.
Stay away.
Yep.
Okay, guys, look, we're coming up close to 8:00. I went through all my rants for tonight. I got one last thing to say. We're still hearing about preferences, which I thought woke was dead, but apparently it's not. We're still hearing about preferences. Here's my counter to that. So somebody says it's my preference. I don't care whether they're talking about their gender or their whatever. They're saying it's their preference. My response is, well, it's not my preference, and you can't force me, plain and simple, anymore. Just move
to the mafia.
Yeah. The Mennonite mafia.
No, there is. I told him, you know, there's a like the Ozarks mafia down there. Ozark mafia. But yeah.
If you guys got anything, and I apologize for, well, no, I don't apologize for cutting it short tonight. But
no, it's important. We got to stay on top of it and see what's going on, because all we're gonna hear is lies tomorrow.
She's gonna watch the TV. I'm gonna go in on the computer and watch it on the computer and listen to commentary about it. Let's see here. What's she saying?
4.5 hours away from Denver. Your guess that location was correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's my prerogative.
That's right.
Hey, VR.
Do a little bump and you're good to go.
Bye, bye, bye.
What did VR? We missed what VR said.
I don't know.
No.
If it was from VR, it was good. Oh, she's just laughing.
She's laughing.
Him and his mafia down there. Of course, I named him that, but it's all good. There really is a mafia down there. So anyway, all right, guys. So 7:56, as my dad would say, it's time to go to the Tinkletorium. Haven't heard that in a while, have you? Time to go to Tinkletorium.
Hey,
grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and get in front of the TV or the computer, whatever you got, and let's see what President Trump has to say today when he's going to lay it down.
Yeah, Indiana Mike, just go ahead and spread that falsehood.
His preference is the way. The more the merrier. Yeah. I'm going to snort again. That's good. Oh, goodness. Did you get eyes checked? No, Sterling, he did not get his eyes checked. That's a negative. He did not.
And I'm not going to anytime soon.
This girl is. I got to get new glasses. Working the whole thing. I got to get new glasses. So that is on the radar. Got to get that done. Got to get my hair done. I'm telling you, like, I'll be a whole new girl. Got to give me a few weeks. And I'll be a whole new girl. You guys won't recognize me. You'd be like, who's that girl? Not the same hippie we've been watching for 3 years. That's what it is. All right, you guys, we love you. Be at least 1% better tomorrow than you were today. What you looking for?
Oh, you want me to say it?
I mean, it's up to you, but when you say it together, you want to say it together?
No, I'll say it.
Okay.
Look, guys, listen. Again, if you want to support the channel, go hit the links down below. Go to the bonfire link. Just dropped a new shirt on the 1st. You guys might enjoy.
Did you order me one?
No, I did not. Which one? The Mama Bear shirt?
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't order you one.
You're supposed to.
Okay, well, tell me what. Why don't you go in and order it?
Because I don't know. I don't got time for that.
You better make time. It's not that you don't have time. It's she doesn't make time, guys. But seriously, if you want to support the channel, go help yourselves. Help us by helping yourselves with the affiliate links. Guys, listen. We're heading into times right now that are very unpredictable, and things could happen in a heartbeat. We're getting closer to riot season, and as soon as the weather turns good, expect to see that craziness to start happening. We have fifth column in the form of Islamists and anti-Americans within the borders who are willing to do terrible stuff, and but only by the grace of God it hasn't happened already. So if you go any place, carry, as Jack Richardson says, stay strapped, and just keep your head on a swivel. And most importantly, you guys, when you go to bed tonight, make sure you've done one thing today that puts you in a better position than yesterday.
Unprecedented months ahead, and that's what I was going to say, VR. And so I think what y'all are going to see, especially in the next year, this is going down in history books. I mean, if it's just going to, history is going to be made like we've never seen it. So strap your seatbelts, guys.
Yeah. And most importantly, guys, go out and live a life done free, okay?
Yeah.
You guys take care.
Do you ever think about living in a world where we don't have access to modern medicine anymore?
Infections just aren't going to heal themselves. They're just not going to magically get fixed.
These medications will become life-saving for you and the people you care about. And it's all done online through the Jace Medical portal.
This kit right here, it's called the Jace case.
Jace Medical, they can supply you with emergency antibiotics.
If somebody gets really sick, that might be the only thing that can save their life.
And it's full of the top 5 antibiotics that we would need in an emergency situation.
It's an actual doctor that's prescribing you to this. It can be tailored for you specifically.
Getting our Jace case was super simple. We just went on their website, filled out a short form. It was reviewed by a board-certified physician, and then he wrote the prescription and mailed this to us from a real pharmacy.
This is a great addition to your medical kit.